brief for this project was to create a hotel for Aotearoa, for its people, and to amplify everything that we already have in the Britomart precinct. It was a deliberate move for this building to speak on its weight, different to the typical 21st century treatment of glass glossy facade where people can see the levels. In here, the facade is more abstract. It's one singular object with the castellated windows like little diamonds that sit in a brick mass. And we think it's a beautiful way to experience the architecture is by staying in it. You get to touch and feel every bit of the building.
Bringing in local craft, local fabricators is really important to us. It has that authenticity throughout the space as well, but it also has them involved in the project. I loved working particularly with, Elena Renka and Rachel Carter up in the rooms as well, creating specific little pieces so when someone went into that room, they'd feel that craft, they'd feel that importance as though they were thought of.
I think for us, this project is one of those projects that every architect probably wants to work on. It's one of those perfect projects that allow us to be the bravest version of ourselves.
So DJ, I'm really pleased today to tell you that you're the winner of a New Zealand Award for Architecture for the Hotel Britomart. What I'm also pleased to tell you today is that you are also, the Hotel Britomart is a recipient of the Sir Miles Warren Award for Commercial Architecture, which, as you know, is the highest award for a commercial project, and we're thrilled for you to win that today.
Thank you, Gary. We are deeply honoured. And I feel like I'm here and I'm representing Cheshire Architects, but there's a lot of people that can't be here with me to receive this award, so I'm very humbled to receive that from you. Thank you. Thank you, jury. Thank you, Gary. Yes. Thank you.
The Christchurch Town Hall is a special place. It's a special place to the city, it's a special place to individuals, it's a special place in the context of New Zealand, certainly architecturally and from an acoustic perspective. Following the earthquakes, the building was in a surprisingly intact shape. In saying that, when one looks at the ground levels, that was where the significant change had occurred. All the existing foundations had to be removed and replaced. It was quite an undertaking, as you can imagine, for a project of this scale, to essentially remove all the marble flooring, all the timber flooring throughout the entire complex while holding it in place. Then moving through with diggers and serious construction, which involved essentially injecting jet grout foundations into the ground at 3-metre centres both ways, protecting what we had and what we needed to do to bring it back to 100 NBS. Sir Miles, in his usual fashion, was very direct. He obviously wanted to know how much was being spent, but more importantly, he wanted to know, and he would say to me, "Peter, are you sure you're going to return the colour of that red exactly as it was?" And of course I would have to say, "Of course, Miles, yes, absolutely." It means a lot to Christchurch, it means a lot to the Christchurch architects, and I think the architectural fraternity across the country would recognise and appreciate the awards that we have received tonight. The Enduring Architecture Award is always a special one. It means that there's a timelessness about what's been created here. To be recognised as a Heritage Award, given that the building is only 50 years old, once again speaks to the timelessness and the special, I guess, the special place the project has in the context of Christchurch. Hello.
Hello, Peter. It's Sharon Jansen here.
Oh, hello, Sharon.
The jury thought that this was such an ambitious project, such outstanding work to revive such a magnificent building. So we're pleased to let you know that the Christchurch Town Hall in Warrenamani have won the 2021 John Scott Award for Public Architecture.
Oh, Sharon, that's marvellous news. Gosh, that's quite special, actually. Thank you for letting us know that.
Congratulations, it's fantastic.
That's really cool. Thank you.
I designed this house for my family, for myself, for my husband Alistair, and my two children, Maeve and Hayward. I like to think that the house is an example of quality infill housing. It was a front lawn and now there's a family living happily here. It was pretty much a handkerchief of a site, but I think we managed to build a not so tiny house on the tiny site. For me, architecture it's not so much about how it photographs, but it's about how it feels, the space. So I enjoy getting up in the morning and seeing a shaft of light coming through the skylight. You know, that's the sort of thing that makes me happy. Architecture is about the environments we create, and you know, that can either be mundane or it can be exceptional. I prefer exceptional.
Lisa, I'm really pleased to tell you that you've won a New Zealand Award for Architecture for our house. And I'd also like to just tell you today that you are this year's winner of the Sir Ian Affield Award for Housing, which is the highest award given to a residential project in New Zealand by the Institute. And you're this year's winner.
Really?
So congratulations.
Wow. Thank you. Really?
Easy.
Wow, thank you so much. A trophy.
Read it out.
God.
You are
The Sir Ian Affield Award for Housing 2021, Our House, Studio LWA.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'd give you a hug if I could.